Hello students, I am Drashti Shah. Today we will learn Chapter 5 Decimals, a topic of Grade 5 Math. The first topic is representation of decimals. First, look at the blocks. Count how many blocks can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Out of it, how many are colored? Just one. So, can I write it as 1 by 10? Yes. Or we can read it as 1/10, which is equal to 1 by 10, which is equal to 0.1. Now, there are 100 blocks, out of which one is colored. So, we can write it as 1/100th is equal to 1 by 100 is equal to 0.01. That means when 1 is divided into 10 equal parts, 100 equal parts or 1000 equal parts, then each part is called 1/10th, 1/100th or 1000th respectively. Similarly, now there are 1000 blocks, out of which just one part is colored. So we can write it as 1000, which is equal to 1 by 1000, which is equal to 0.001. Next is representation of decimals by number disk. 0.1, that is 1/10. 0.01, 0.01, 0.01. That means 3 hundredths. And 0.001 4 times, that means 4000. So it is written as 0.1 plus 0.03 plus 0.004, which is equal to 0.134. Second example, 10, that is 1/10. 0.1, 0.1, 2/10ths, and 0.001 5 times, that is 5000. So 10 plus 0.2 plus 0.005, which is equal to 10.205. Next is exercise. What decimals are represented by the shaded figures? Express each decimal as a fraction. Look at first one. There are 100 blocks, 10 rows, 10 columns. That means a 10 cross 10 matrix. Out of which how many are colored? The first column, that means 10 blocks, plus the next 3, that means 13 out of 100 are colored. So we can write it as 13 by 100. Similarly, try to find the second and third one. Next exercise. What decimals are represented by the number disk? You have to write decimals on the basis of number disk. Next topic is converting fractions to decimals. Convert 1 by 2 to a decimal. Now we know that 1 by 2 means a whole block is divided in half. That means it has 2 parts, out of which one is colored. Now we have to convert this 1 by 2 in decimal. So first we'll try to convert the denominator in 10. So 1 by 2 is equal to 5 by 10. When will come 10? When 2 gets multiplied by 5. So 2 5s are 10 and 1 5s are 5. Now we have 5 by 10, which we can write it as 0.5. That means 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5. Now let's take an example of mixed fraction. Express 2 integer 3 by 5 as a decimal. Now 2 integer 3 by 5 can also be written as 2 plus 3 by 5. Now first 3 by 5 will convert to an equivalent fraction where the denominator becomes 10 or 100, because it is easier to convert a fraction to a decimal if we can find an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 10 or 100. So 3 by 5 will convert it to 6 by 10 by multiplying 2 in numerator as well as in denominator. And 6 by 10 can be written as 0.6. So now instead of 3 by 5, we'll write 0.6. And 2 plus 0.6 is equal to 2.6. That means 2 integer 3 by 5 can also be written as 2.6 in decimal. Next topic is converting decimal to fraction. First example, convert 0.6 to a fraction in its simplest form. Now after point there is one digit, so in the denominator 10 will come. That means 0.6 is equal to 6 by 10, which on further simplification gives us 3 by 5. Second example, convert 4.25 to a mixed fraction in its simplest form. 4.25 can be written as 4 plus 0.25. Now after point there are two digits, so in denominator 100 will come, and 25 by 100 is simplified to 1 by 4 by dividing with 25. So 4.25 can be written as a mixed fraction 4 integer 1 by 4. Next topic is like and unlike decimals. Decimals with equal number of digits to the right of the decimal point are called like decimals. For example, 2.57, 7.89, 3.14. Point, that is the decimal point. After that, all the examples have two digits. The next is decimals with unequal number of digits to the right of the decimal point are called unlike decimals. For example, 1.1, 2.06, 3.109. The first one has just one digit, while second one has two, and the third one has three digits. That means they are unlike decimals. Let's see one example. Write 1.57, 6.3 and 1.908 as like decimals. The three given decimals are unlike because the first one has two digits after decimal point, second has one digit, and the third one has three digits. Now how to convert them in like decimals? So 1.57 we can write it as 1.570, and 6.3 we can write it as 6.300. Now all the three decimals have three digits after decimal point. That means by putting zeros to the extreme right of a decimal number, we can convert unlike decimals to like decimals. Solve the following exercise. Question 1. Convert the following fractions to decimals. And question 2 is convert the following decimals to fractions in their simplest form. Next topic is ordering the decimals. Arrange the decimals 2.307, 2.749 and 2.395 in decreasing order. First, we'll make a table and we'll place all the digits in their respective places. Now, before decimal, there is just one digit, so we'll write it as in ones place. Now, after decimal point, the place 10th, 100th and 1000 will come. So first place all the numbers. Now step 1 is compare the ones. Here we have 2, 2 and 2 for all the three decimals. That means they are the same. Now we move on to step 2. As we had the same digit in ones place 2, it was not possible to identify which decimal is greatest and which is smallest. So we move on to next place, that is 10th. Step 2 is compare the tens. Now in tens we have 3, 7 and 3. Over here 7/10 is greater than 3/10. That means 2.749 is the greatest decimal among all the three. Now to find the next number, we move on to step 3, that is compare the 100th. That is 0, 4 and 9. Out of this, 0/100 is smaller than 900. That means 2.307 becomes the smallest number. That means the decimals arranged in decreasing order are 2.749 greater than 2.395 greater than 2.307. Solve the following exercise. Question 1. Compare the decimals and write them in increasing order. And question 2. Arrange the decimals in decreasing order. Next topic is addition of decimals. Find the value of 7.8 plus 6.94. Now they are unlike decimals. So first we'll convert 7.8 as 7.80 by adding 0 to the extreme right. Now they become like decimals. Before adding, place the numbers such that the decimal points are aligned properly, as you can see in the figure. So now we'll add them. 7.80 plus 6.94. Now you know that addition always starts from back. So first we'll add 0 plus 4, which is equal to 4. 8 plus 9 is equal to 17. So 7 down, while 1 will go on the head of 7. Now we'll add 1 plus 7 plus 6, which is equal to 14. So our answer is 14.74. Next topic is subtraction of decimals. Find the value of 33.26 minus 4.48. Now both the decimals are like decimals, so we do not need to convert them. And second thing is align the decimal points before subtracting. Now first we'll start subtracting with 6 and 8. 6 is a smaller number while 8 is a bigger number. So we'll borrow a tens from 2. So 6 becomes 16 and 16 minus 8 is equal to 8. Now we give one number from 2. So 2 becomes 1 and 1 minus 4 again not possible. So we'll borrow a tens from 3. So 1 becomes 11. 11 minus 4 is equal to 7. Now from 3 we gave one number to 2. So 3 becomes 2 and 2 minus 4 again not possible. So we'll borrow a tens from 3. So 2 becomes 12 and 12 minus 4 is equal to 8. And the last digit becomes 2. So we'll carry as it is down. So 33.26 minus 4.48 is equal to 28.78. Solve the following exercise. Find the sum or difference. Next topic is multiplication of decimals. Multiply 3.11 by 3.2. Step 1. Ignore the decimal points and multiply 311 by 32. First we'll multiply 311 by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2 and 2 threes are 6. Now in the next line in ones place we'll put 0. Now we'll multiply 311 by 3. So 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. Add both the products. 2 plus 0, 2. 2 plus 3, 5. 6 plus 3, 9 and 9 as it is. So the answer is 9952. Now step 2 is count the digits after decimal point in each number. In 3.11 there are 2 digits after decimal point and in 3.2 there is 1 digit after decimal point. So total number of digits after decimal point is equal to 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. So now a step 3 is we will place decimal point after 3 digits starting from the right in the product. That means our answer will be 9.952. Next topic is multiplication of decimals by 10. Multiply 1.23 by 10. Now instead of multiplying all the numbers, there is one shortcut method. Now in 10 we have 10. That means you will move the decimal point by 1 digit to the right side. So when 1.23 into 10 you will multiply, you will get your answer 12.3. The decimal point after 1 shifted after 2. Next is multiplication of decimals by 100. Multiply 0.4 by 100. Now 100 has 2 zeros. That means we'll shift the decimal point 2 places to the right. So 0.4 into 100 is equal to 4040. Next is multiplication of decimals by 1000. Multiply 0.002 by 1000. Now 1000 has 3 zeros. That means the decimal point will be shifted by 3 places to the right side. So 0.002 into 1000 is equal to 2. Now solve the following exercise. Next topic is division of decimals. A 7-meter long rope is cut into 4 equal pieces. What is the length of each piece of rope? A 7-meter long rope is represented in 4 blocks as it is divided in 4 equal parts. Now we need to find the length of one part. For that we'll divide 4 with 7. We'll write 7 as 7.00. We'll put 2 zeros after decimal point. Now 4 ones are 4. 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. Will not carry the decimal point. We'll just bring the 0 down. So a number becomes 3030. 4 sevens are 28. 30 minus 28 is equal to 2. We'll bring the last 0 down. So the number becomes 2020. 4 5s are 20. 20 minus 20 is equal to 0. That means we don't have any remainder. Therefore, 7 divided by 4 is equal to 1.75. Each piece of rope is 1.75 meter long. Next is dividing by 100. Divide 3.15 by 10. Now 10 has 1 0. So we'll move the decimal point by 1 digit, but this time we'll move it to the left side, not right side. When we will move in right side? In multiplication. For division, the decimal point will be moved to left side. So from 3.15, the decimal point will move before 3. So the answer will be 0.315. Next is dividing by 100. Divide 3 by 100. 100 has 2 zeros. So we'll move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Now 3 we can write it as 3.0. So this decimal point will move before 3 2 places. So the answer will be 0.03. Next is dividing by 1000. Divide 62 by 1000. 1000 has 3 zeros. So we'll move the decimal point 3 places to the left side. So the answer will be 0.062. Next is exercise. Divide the following numbers. Thank you.